Thank you, Max. You know my first guest from such films as True Lies and 9 Months. He can now be seen every weekday on the best damn sports show, period, on Fox Sports. Now, please welcome Tom Arnold.
Hey, I've got baseball Jesus. I've got those. You know Steve Tisch? Big producer kind of guy.
I heard of him, yeah.
We bought them. We bought them all, man. We're into it. All the Jews.
So you've seen those. You bought those statues.
I've got them. They're out of St. Louis, Missouri. You could get them.
Do you have Taekwondo Jesus?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I got to get that. And so you did.
Then, buddy, you got nothing.
I know, exactly.
I'm going to get Taekwondo Jesus, and then I'm going to rule.
They're great.
That's the craziest sentence out of context.
The great thing about those is you can't really make a joke about. I mean, it's all there.
It's
just
all
show
right
the
there.
picture.
Just show it. You don't touch it. You don't do anything.
Tell me about it.
Now you're in a good mood. It was your birthday yesterday.
It was my birthday yesterday. Thank you. I turned 43, and my fiance Shelby, she says, "What can I get you? I want to get you something you're hard to buy for." I said, "No, don't buy me anything, because you know what's important is maybe you make me something, or plus I have to pay for it anyway." So I said, "No."
Wait a minute. So you're saying don't buy me anything, make me something?
Yeah, or make me arts and crafts or something. But what I said I really wanted was 24 hours of just you and me and whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that. Maybe once.
No, that sounds sweet and evil.
Well,
you know?
I know. She's like, "Well, can't I just get you a coat?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what I wanted. So yesterday, I flew in, took the red eye, very tired. Got up, and I had to go do some interviews. So I said, "Why don't you go with me? You know, it's my day." And she didn't want to go because she didn't like to be on camera, you know, with me.
Right.
So which is
she likes to be separate from you, but with you, no.
Okay. It's a bad. So I was hurt. You know, I mean, it's my birthday, and I'm sitting there in my underwear, hurt. You know, I should be.
Well, wait. The fact that you're sitting in your underwear is your fault.
Yeah, exactly.
You could have gotten dressed.
You know, this is my big day, so everything should be going well for me.
Right.
So I was hurt, but we worked our way out of it. You know, by me apologizing, of course.
Right.
And then we went to the producers.
The show, you went to see the producers. People love that show. Have you seen, I mean, you know, Nathan Lane, Matthew Broderick, they're amazing.
They are amazing. Nathan Lane was on the plane coming in with me, so I asked if he was going to be there, because some buddies of mine went. He wasn't there. Matthew Broderick wasn't there. It was the two guys that played Lenny and Squiggy from Happy Jake. And so it was, for $500, it wasn't as good of a show. Yeah.
People must get mad when it's the Lenny and Squiggy team.
Exactly.
There
I'm sure it's still good, because they got lots of stuff going on, but it's not quite the quality of the other fellas.
So it was, you had a good time, is what you're saying.
We had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
You're getting married, how soon? A couple of months?
I'm getting married June 29th.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
That's nice.
I'm really happy.
Now, are you preparing? How are you preparing for the wedding?
Well, I'm on a diet, you know, because those wedding pictures, I mean, they stick with you for 4 or 5 years sometimes. So I don't want to be fat at my wedding again, you know. It's like this time I want to do it right, and so I'm working really hard. Shelby has gotten Botox on her face so that she can't move any of her face muscles. Which,
what do they do in Botox? They actually inject?
It's botulism. Some kind of thing. They
inject botulism into your facial muscles.
To the nerves.
Yeah, the nerves.
And then you can't move it. So it's hard to have a relationship with somebody, because I never know if she's mad, because her face is like this all the time.
Right. It's just, it does turn your face into a weird mask.
It does. It's the latest thing. And it is poison. It's poison. But I smoke cigars. So I really can't, you know, she gets her poison that way, I get them through cigars. And she wants me to quit because I want to have kids right away, right? And she's worried, well, the kid's going to have 8 heads, you know, and I'm like, oh, boy. That would be a record, you know, anyway, but still.
Anything for a little attention,
Exactly.
Huh? I got an 8-headed baby.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the best damn sports show, period.
Right.
That's, first of all, it's a very catchy title.
It is. And the critics love it, because their reviews are so simple. They just put the word worst in there instead of best.
So the critics have not been kind.
Some of them have been mean. Well, actually, pretty funny. The guy from the LA Times wrote, if they catch Osama bin Laden and really want to torture him, they'll play him this show. So, you know, you don't get much better than that, really. I mean, if you're going to go bad, go real bad.
And so how did that make you feel when you read that? Did you think...
I laughed.
Oh, good.
I thought it was great. And and everybody was... the day I went in the studio, everybody was depressed, because they're not used to getting bad press like I am. Hell, you know. So I'm like, hey, join the club, buddy.
I love that your attitude is, bring it on. I don't care.
And the show, we talk about sports, but it's also, we have entertainment. We have, we have sketches and stuff. We had a monkey on the show. You've been talking about monkeys.
Was it a drunk monkey?
No, it wasn't, but it was so cute. And his name was Jonah. Anyway, so I did this thing with him, and I got to know him. You got to know him because you get to feed him. And like, we became real close, and then a couple weeks later, they brought the monkey back, except he was going to do a sketch with John Kruk, the other guy in the show, one of the other guys. So I couldn't look at they said, don't look at the monkey, Tom. So this monkey, who I had this really good relationship with, is sitting over here. They won't let me look at the monkey because they don't come over to me. It was really sad. Finally, the monkey sees what's going on and sticks his little finger. Stick your little finger up. And we went like this during the show. It was nice. Seriously.
That whole story was just you could touch me.
Exactly. Exactly. But it's
that was creepy.
We have fun. We have bets, John Kruk and I. We make fun of each other. He says I'm fat. I say he has one testicle. It goes back and forth like that.
Wow. And not since the Algonquin Round Table.
Exactly.
Has there been this kind of wit flying around?
You
fat
sound like
testicle, fat testicle. What qualifies you to be a host of a sports show, do you think?
Well, I think that I was the biggest celebrity that would do it for the money, is why I got the job originally. But I am qualified because...
So you know anything about sports?
Well, I do. I was at David Wells' wedding. He's a baseball player. Shaquille O'Neal's my next-door neighbor.
Shaq is your neighbor?
Yeah.
Is he a good neighbor?
Oh, his dog goes to the bathroom in my yard.
Yeah.
But my dog pees on his dubs. Those are rims for the Black Brothers. Yeah. Dubs, they're called.
Your cat or your dog? Your dog pees on his hubcaps.
Yeah, but his hubcaps are like 20 grand.
Why do you want to be doing that to Shaq?
I don't want them to do it, but it's just it's a
Does Shaq ever come over and just lift you up and have a discussion with you about it?
Then I started thinking he's either got a really big dog or maybe he's involved somehow. So sorry.
I don't want to get involved in this at all.
Sorry.
We need Taekwondo Jesus right now. He'll straighten things out. I understand that you're being honored. A sports complex is being named after you.
There is a sports complex in Ottumwa, Iowa. The Tom Arnold.
I love people are just laughing. That's the best laugh of the night. People laugh, and it's true.
I know. They're just still thinking about the Mickey Rourke joke. Now,
I saw him do it.
Exactly.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Anyway,
Mickey, get it together.
It's at Indian Hills Community College in Ottumwa, Iowa, the Tom Arnold Ed Center. It looks like a barn, but it's got my name on it.
How did you get your name on it?
I donated $3 million. But but still, it's because I'm a sports.
So you basically built a giant building and put your name on it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It turns out. Yeah, but it's a big honor. It's a big honor. But I do love sports, Conan. I love it. It's a fun job that I do.
Do you ever worry that, you're on the air 10 hours a week?
Right.
You must, and you're someone who doesn't like to censor themselves. You'll just say anything.
Right.
Have you said any stuff that's gotten you in trouble? Are you worried about that?
Well, I've had a little confusion with some of the guests because there's so many different sports and so many athletes. I was looking at a house one night, and I saw the realtor there, and I said, hey, how many square feet is this house? And he's like, I'm not. He didn't seem like he knew what the hell was going on. Next day, we have a guest on the show, Matt Williams from the Diamondbacks, and I say, hey, here's Matt Williams. I look at him, and I realize he's the realtor. I didn't even recognize our guest is the bottom line to the story.
Your guest was a realtor?
No, our guest was a famous baseball player who I thought was a realtor because he was looking at this house. So sometimes it's hard. But also there's a producer that talks in my ear, like NASCAR, I don't know that much about, but I can hardly hear him. So he'll say something in my ear.
You have the little wire in your ear.
Yeah, I got the wire in my ear, and we had Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the show, and he said, ask him what he thinks about late night, eating late. Ask him what he thinks about eating late. And so I'm like, hey, Dale, what do you think about eating late? And he's like, what? And I'm like, what he said in my ear was, what does he think about restrictor plates? But sometimes it's hard to hear. And it's like, and then I'll talk back to the guy in my ear during the show. People are,
And you can't do that.
No,
you can't be talking to the person who's talking to you in your ear.
Absolutely not.
Like if Tom Brokaw did that, the whole news would fall apart.
Exactly.
Like, what are you hanging me? Like a crazy person on the subway.
Exactly. Exactly.
Before we go, I just want to mention you're writing a book about your life.
Yeah, I am.
Is Roseanne going to be happy about this?
Well, probably not. Probably not. You know, what can you do?
What can you do? The Best Damn Sports Show, period, airs weekdays on Fox Sports Net. Hey, Tom, it's always fun when you're here.
It's great to see you. Thank you, man.
Great guest. Tom Arnold, everybody. And congratulations on the wedding. We'll be right back. Roger Ebert.